Hey guys, welcome to another midweek. This is a great week to have a midweek because tomorrow is what? Thanksgiving. And so Grace didn't have school today. I didn't go to work today and for other reasons. But nonetheless, we are here right now and we want to send you a little encouragement. And so I thought maybe this week we would do things a little bit differently. And I'd invite Grace to kind of be on this midweek and just kind of tell us a little bit about what life is like as a first grader and how the year has been for her with COVID and everything going on, and maybe some questions about Thanksgiving. And so I hope that this brightens your day a little bit as you get to experience the world of a 6-year-old. And so Grace, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm in first grade, I'm 6, and we have to do a lot of math, and we get to paint and color.
What's your favorite thing to do at school?
Paint.
Paint? What do you like to paint?
Flowers and rainbows.
Flowers and rainbows. Now, you said you did a lot of math?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do math?
Yeah.
Are you pretty good at it?
Yeah.
Do you like to go outside a lot?
Yeah.
Now that it's getting cold, though, you probably don't get to go outside as much, do you?
Mm-mm.
What's your favorite lunch at school? Corn?
No, it's like that.
What's your favorite lunch at school?
Hot dogs.
You like the hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this week is Thanksgiving. Rich, are you excited about Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite holidays. What's your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
We get to eat turkey, and we get to eat a lot of food.
That is my favorite part, too. Did you know that?
No.
High five, girlfriend. Woo. That is my favorite part, too. We get to do a lot of food. And I don't know what it's like in your household, but when we cook together, we try to make it like a family experience. And so Grace and I have been kind of working all day, and Jess is doing some things too, but we are trying to prep for our meal tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
What are some things we've already done today?
We're gonna make eggs and rolls, and we're slicing potatoes.
You did potatoes? Yeah, you peeled the potatoes. You did a great job on that too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are some things that you're thankful for? If people were to ask you, Grace, what are you most thankful for? What would you tell them?
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for you guys, and I'm thankful for church, and I'm thankful for my dog.
For your dog? What does Ajax do for you that you're thankful for? Other than be a pain.
I get to play with him.
Yeah, he needs cuddles too, doesn't he? Well, can you tell everyone to have a great Thanksgiving?
Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, I'm going to get into the Bible with them, okay? So thanks for joining us, Grace. Love you. So, yeah, she just wanted to pop on, and I thought it'd be cool to just kind of have a little fun with her as she debuts to this whole video content midweek kind of thing. So she may pop on a little bit, and she did a great job, I thought. So we're going to see how that goes. But hey, I just wanted to encourage you guys. I know that this is a tough week for a lot of people, and I could say that with the most sincere heart. As most of you already know, my grandmother died on Monday night, and so that's been kind of difficult for our family to process and walk through. And so when I tell you that I understand what it's like to not have to not have a seat at the table this year, I get what that feels like. I've known that feeling for quite some time, and I always preach joy, and even though we may not be able to control our circumstances at times, we do get to control how we react to that. And so I just want to remind you that God is good, that life is good, and even though circumstances may be rough right now, we get the choice to be grateful. We have a choice to be thankful. And so in the Bible, I was thinking of what is a good story that would really resemble this attitude of gratitude. And I came to 2 Chronicles chapter 20, and it talks about the story of Jehoshaphat. And I don't know if you know anything about him, but he was the king of Judah, Israel at the time, and he was overwhelmed with some things. In fact, some of the neighboring nations were on their way to basically bombard them and to take them captive and to control them. And so what happened is all these scouts that are out there looking to see what's happening, they see a fleet of nations, all these different people coming after them. And they start to tell Jehoshaphat, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we have several nations that are getting ready to come and have war with us. They're getting ready to take us captive. And Israel's pretty used to that feeling, but it's still terrifying. And so Jehoshaphat does what I think is probably the most basic thing, but also the most impactful thing that you can do in a time like this. And he just goes to the Lord in prayer. And what I love about this story is that he just starts to tell everybody, like, hey, just go to the Lord, start talking to the Lord, pray to the Lord. And then the Lord basically tells the prophet, hey, everything's going to be okay. You just need to trust me. And so that's news that we hear all the time, right? Oh, give it to the Lord. Everything will be okay. But will it? And that's a question I really want you to think about. Will it be okay? Because this is where faith has to come. Faith and action meet at this moment, at the crossroads with you in prayer and with God. Like, your faith goes beyond just talking to God. It's trusting that God will pull through. And that's the part of the story that really is captivating to me, is that the Lord tells them, hey, everything's going to be okay. You guys have nothing to fear. This war is not of you. It's a war against me, and I will take care of your enemies. I promise you. And so then nothing happens for a while. And so Jehoshaphat's got his people, and they're all over, and he starts to just tell them. And Jehoshaphat doesn't just tell them. He starts to lead by example, and he gets on his knees with his face down into the dirt, and he begins to worship God. And then all the people that see the example through Jehoshaphat, they begin to get on their knees, and they bow their face down to the ground, and they too begin to worship God. And then it says, at that moment, God stepped in and confused the enemy to where they started fighting each other, and they walked away unscathed from this. And the whole point of this story is to say, when we have an attitude of being grateful, an attitude of thanksgiving, this moment of not knowing what God's going to do next, because that's huge. I mean, God doesn't always reveal the answers. He just says, trust me, I know your best interest. And that's a lot easier said than done sometimes, because we pray to God. We may hear an encouraging message at church. We may read something in the Bible where we see how God played out in their life, but then we start wondering, will God do this for me? Will God come through for me? And when we offer up that prayer, it's now an opportunity where we say, okay, now I've got to put my faith into action. Not only am I asking God to intervene, I need to trust that he will. And so I don't know what's going on in your life, but I know that this season of craziness is about to start. It's the busiest time of year, but it's also the darkest time of year for a lot of people. As you may be having a Thanksgiving tomorrow without your family, that's hard for a lot of people. And with COVID, your families that normally would come in together are not arriving. You may be sitting at home by yourself with your spouse, or maybe alone with nobody, having Thanksgiving by yourself. And that is terrifying to me, because I could not imagine the feeling of having being locked in like that. And maybe some of you are going to gather together, and that's awesome if you're able to do that. But maybe this year you're going to recognize that there's going to be a chair or two that are empty, right? And there may be some diagnosis going on, or you may be giving bad news come next week when you had that scheduled doctor's appointment. And maybe your marriage has fallen apart and you're trying to pull it together for the kids, especially through the holidays. But if the truth is to be told, you're pretty miserable where you are. And these are opportunities for you to step in and ask God to intervene in the process, but also have faith in action that God is intervening, that God does know what's best for you. And regardless of how things are, and regardless how things are turning out right now, you get on your knees and you put your face to the ground and you worship God with everything that you have, regardless of how things turn out. And give God the glory of everything. And I think that that's the heart of this message of Jehoshaphat, is not knowing the outcome yet, I'm still going to worship you. I've prayed for my grandmother to be healed in this whole thing. I even felt that things are going to be okay, and it didn't work out. Am I angry at God? Absolutely not. Because I know, and my faith in God is so much bigger than that circumstance. And it's going to take a lot more for me to question those things. And I've come over to my lifetime to realize that God knows what he's doing. And I may not know the answer. I may not know what's happening, and that's okay. And I need to be okay with that. But what I will do is worship. I will continue to worship. And so, friends, I don't know where you're at right now. I pray that you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. But I also pray that you guys put your trust in the Lord and that you worship him and that you give him all the thanks, because that's the most important. And so I just want to tell you some things that I'm thankful for. I agree with Grace. I am thankful for my family, my wife and my kids, and just the blessing that they are, even though sometimes it gets crazy in this household. But I am very grateful for them. I'm grateful that I have the friends that I have the church family that I have. So we are grateful for you. That's a real thing. We are grateful for you. But most of all, I'm thankful of what God has done in my life. And it hasn't always been perfect, but God has always been faithful. And so with that, I can't help but always honor and thank him. And so as we dive into Thanksgiving tomorrow and we start opening up the Christmas season, I just ask that you start to show joy in all the circumstances. Let people see Jesus when they see you. And when you react to things and when you are suffering through things, and you can be at a funeral with a smile on your face, and you can be in a circumstance that won't define you, but you know that in the process of you worshiping God, everything will be okay. And so I just want you to know we're rooting for you, and we hope that you have a blessed week. We hope that you have a great Thanksgiving. We hope that this Christmas season is nothing but joy and happiness and hope for you. But we also recognize that there's real pain going on. And so if we can encourage you further, if we can help you through the transition, if we can be a blessing to you in any way, please let us know. That is our desire, is to walk through life with you. And so please don't take another day for granted. Don't feel like you're alone. Reach out and know that you are loved and that we truly love you. Happy Thanksgiving, friends, and have a great day tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care now.